Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Reading Workshop, April 29th, 2020. Readers raise the level of their comparison work by comparing and contrasting across subtopics. We do this by look at your notes and the sources used. Ask yourself, how were they similar? How are they different? Use prompts to compare and contrast to grow your thinking. So, we've been doing so much research, and you guys have been using the research in reading workshop to transfer that to your writing workshop. So, today's lesson is pretty quick and straight to the point, and you have to use these reading lessons as a way to strengthen your writing or as a way to challenge you to kind of like really grow your thinking and think sophisticatedly. Prompts to help you compare and contrast. So here's some prompts that we're going to take a look at, which I did in the next slide. The two sources are similar in the way that both sources also, however, they differ. On the other hand, this text says, while the first author or source states, so I chose, since we've been doing the Trail of Tears as the exemplar work, I chose the article Forced Removal, and then I chose this article, How Native American Slaveholders Complicate the Trail of Tears Narrative. So I chose these two sources because this played a big role in my research and my reading. And I got both of those articles right from the folder for the Westward expansion. So if you did Native American experience, you have access to all of these articles. Here's my exemplar. The two sources are similar in the way that each describe the experiences of the Native American Indians during the experience of the westward expansion, especially during the Trail of Tears, right? They really, both articles touch upon what happened during that time. Both sources also describe the hardships the Native Americans faced. However, the sources differ in that the forced removal was specifically during the time when they were forced out and had to move on. And the Trail of Tears narrative was also about how some Native American tribes also had slaves. So that was kind of like a different perspective, right? Like that was something we really didn't know. And I love the title of this article because it says it complicates the Trail of Tears narrative. Yeah, learning that information like definitely complicates the Trail of Tears narrative because that's not what we were used to hearing. On the other hand, the Native Americans don't speak so much about the fact that they had slaves as well. They're often very quick to talk about how they were mistreated, but they were also doing some mistreatment too, it seems to be. Although they suffered from diseases, loss of their home rights, they were not very open about treating others poorly as well. So this text says how their land was taken away from them during this time. And when I say this text says, I was referring to the forced removal. So maybe I could be a little more specific. And I'll just put in here forced removal because that was the text I used. But this text does not say anything about the Cherokee people having slaves. While the first author and source is a narrative of what happened on the Trail of Tears, right? Somebody is telling us this story and what happened during this time. The second author source is written from the Smithsonian Museum, speaking out for the actual Native American tribes that still exist today. So this came from, and here you can go, you can see that at smithsonian.com, but they were speaking out about still like what's going on today, like what they want us to know. Museums want to tell the truth, right? And there came somebody from the Native American tribe that was wanted to come out and tell the truth of what happened. So I took my notes, I took my two sources right here, two articles, and I started to look and I started to use these prompts and think, how are they similar? How are they different? What did they do? And then I broke it down and I put all of this right here together. Now, when I say you try, you guys should be trying this with your own topic. Try this with your own topic. Readers raise the level of their comparison work by comparing and contrasting across subtopics. We do this by look at your notes and the sources used. Ask yourself, how are they similar? Different? Use prompts to compare and contrast to grow your thinking. There's your prompts that can help you. Here's my exemplar. Again, here's the prompts, and you can try. Okay, boys and girls, I know you're going to do great, and I can't wait to read your work. Have a great day.